Black Ops 4 is the junk food of my game library right now. It's fun to eat, it's tasty, but it's not good for me at all. It's not high quality. And so in today's video, I'm gonna talk about what annoys me about Black Ops 4 the most. But for you people out there that have trouble listening, and I know you exist, I do actually enjoy Black Ops 4, and I do think it is a fun game to play with friends. Like I said, it's like junk food. It's not good for me, but it's definitely fun to eat. My friend calls Black Ops 4 digital cocaine, and I think that's a pretty good way of putting it. Whether he meant it or not, cocaine isn't good for you. Cocaine is arguably one of the worst things you can put in your body, and so Black Ops 4, yeah, it's kind of like digital cocaine. It's addicting, it's fun to grind, but maybe isn't the best. So with Black Ops 4, I'm going to assume that Treyarch doesn't really playtest it, and that's like my big annoyance, like my overarching point for this whole video, and I just want you to keep this in mind in case I don't reiterate it. It feels like Treyarch does not playtest the game. If you look at the way the LMGs play, for instance, the LMGs are basically just assault rifles with more ammunition. Sure, you move slower, but that's kind of a small price to pay for having so much killing potential. These LMGs in this game, they're accurate, they're high damage, and they're pretty cotton pickin' mobile as well. Like the whole point of the Hades is that you can set it up so that you can run up to somebody with gung-ho and then just hose them down with hip fire as you're aiming down sight, and it's better than some of the SMGs. And then you look at the Auger DMR, and the Auger DMR requires absolutely zero shot pacing. And the reason no gameplay of that is being shown right here is because I'm gonna make a video about that, because DMRs are kind of my favorite type of weapon class in video games, so it's annoying to me that the Auger requires zero shot pacing and almost no skill on the side of the user. Going further down, I will mention this briefly because I've mentioned it in previous videos, but stem shot and body armor create an inconsistency and a crutch. Stim shot's a crutch because this game is very fast paced, and not being able to heal quickly is a giant detriment. Unless you are actively trying to stay out of gunfights and play as conservatively as possible, you should probably be running stim shot. I'm not gonna say I haven't done well with equipment charge or the ComSec device or body armor. I have, but stim shot is just so inarguably better. You can heal faster, heal more often, and also heal while shooting. That should just be the default, and then body armor just creates an inconsistency where if you fought 3 people, and one of them had body armor, you'd kill the first person in 4 shots, the next person in 4 shots, and the body armor player with 5 shots, and that's just an inconsistency that's not good. These two pieces of equipment completely ignore the entire basis in which Call of Duty has been based off of, and that is millimeter and millisecond adjustments. You die within 2 seconds in most gunfights in Black Ops 4, and you will lose gunfights based on a couple of millimeters more often than you probably want to admit. A lot of times we lose kills because we aim at somebody and then we just aim a little bit to the left or the right during the gunfight and we miss one shot and that's it. You do not have a lot of margin for error, and so having these types of equipment in the game that definitely kind of fuck up the millisecond millimeter gameplay just sucks. It's unfortunate. Then you go into the fact that Call of Duty is always about consistency. It's always been about being consistent. A Call of Duty player can get a kill easily. The gunplay is incredibly intuitive, a child could do it. But a good Call of Duty player doesn't get a kill. They get 5, 10, 15, 20 kills without dying and range streaks on the enemy team while managing their ammo, health, and their spawns, and knowing where everyone's gonna be is very important. So you have to be aware of a lot of things all the time very quickly, and while maintaining a consistent run so that you're not getting knocked off your streaks. Again, Call of Duty is easy to get a kill in, but difficult to get 20 without dying, and that's kind of where the skill gap is. Anybody can pick it up and kill somebody, but not anybody can do it consistently. I still have trouble doing it consistently after all these years. You can make fun of me if you want. The entire nature of how specialists were done in this game is to fuck consistency in the ass and not call it afterwards. I can paint multiple scenarios that aren't that far-fetched. Like, I know when people were like trying to pick on Infinite Warfare, they made like these crazy limit case scenarios, but in Black Ops 4, shit like this happens all the time. You're about to flank the enemy, okay? You know where they're all coming from, and you're gonna go around and get behind them. Let's say you're on jungle, and then you run around to the back of them, you get stopped by a seeker drone, and you're done. The Prophet that used the seeker drone knows where you are, and any enemies around you will hear somebody being electrocuted, and will either go to help them if they think it's a teammate being electrocuted, or will go to kill you if they know it's an enemy being electrocuted, and that shit's annoying. You're capturing an objective when suddenly Firebreak gets on the other side of the wall you're near and starts pulling his reactor core. He opens up his thermos full of soup, and everybody in the room dies. Control and Hardpoint and all those types of game modes are just incredibly frustrating when you're fighting him. Same with Torque, same with Ruin. You have so many things that shit all over your ability to consistently perform because these things come out of nowhere and set you back. But I'm not really worried about noobs killing me with a gravity slam. What I'm more annoyed with is that a good player in Call of Duty has always had their killing potential multiplied the more they start to do well. If you were to get 7 kills in a row in Halo 3, you would get a little medal and you'd be kind of scary, but that wouldn't be like the worst thing in the world for the enemy team. But if somebody was to get 7 kills in a row in Call of Duty, they might be able to call in a rocket, a UAV, and a lightning strike on you all at once because they didn't die. So as you kill, your killing potential increases. Then, like we saw in Black Ops 3 and Infinite Warfare, a good player who's doing really well will then do even better because of whatever their specialist or rig allows them to do, whether it's Purifier, whether it's the Heat Wave, whether it's the Tempest, whether it's Outrider's Bow, Seraph's Handgun, or any of the rig stuff in Infinite Warfare. I can't remember all of the names. So their killing potential is further multiplied because those pieces of equipment, those weapons, are going to be charging up faster. In Black Ops 4, you have specialist weapons and equipment, and the equipment costs nothing on your pick 10. So what's frustrating is that a good player not only is going to be winning gunfights and raining down streaks, and is also probably playing with a group of people, they will also be able to nail you with the Purifier out of your spawn. They will be reactor coring on the objective. They're going to use the assault pack that Crash drops, and then when they're using that, they'll get more score for their kills. Oh my god, even better, more streaks raining down on you. Now you have to deal with a Thresher, and a strike team, and an attack chopper. That's embarrassing. How are you gonna get out of that one? Well, don't you worry, as you try to get out of that one, Torque Shield's gonna stop you, Barbed Wire's gonna get in your way, and then the Seeker Drone's gonna stop you on your flank, and then Tempest is gonna kill your entire team because you all spawned in one area. He shot one of you, the electricity, it fucking chained, and then Prophet gets like fucking 17 kills all at once because fuck everything. Your killing potential is so multiplied in this game if you're already good or rolling with a full squad, and it creates a system where I'm not really worried about winning gunfights. I'm constantly watching the ground for mesh mines. I'm constantly looking for the fucking attack dog and the Seeker Drone, and I'm constantly in fear of the Firebreak coming around the corner with his Purifier. In fact, I think the Engineer perk should counter those weapons by making it so that you can see the Purifier or Tempest or Annihilator through walls, like it would highlight them in the player's hands, so you can see when those weapons are going to be near you, so you can run away from the Purifier before it even, starts to touch you. They could also make body armor, defend against specialist equipment, so like the Tempest thing has to hit you like twice to kill you, or the Seeker Drone won't lock onto you because you have body armor on, blah blah blah. There's lots of things they could do, and I don't know why they're not done. It's like this game was made to be annoying or get annoyed. It's yeet or get yeeted on constantly, and if you're put in a position where you're being yeeted on, oftentimes that's it. You're just pinned, and there's so many ways they have to kill you. They have their specialist weapon if it's charged, equipment if it's charged, streaks that they're getting, plus their guns, and that's just annoying. You also have a shotgun in the game that turns off your aim assist on console when the flashlight touches you, so that's cute. And the fact is, we haven't had a Call of Duty more centered around Black Ops 1, Modern Warfare 2, or Call of Duty Ghost style in a long time. And this is what really irritates me. This game is so breakneck fast all the time. There's so much shit you have to focus on all the time. It's all about head-on-head gunfights and clusterfucky action all of the time. So I find myself playing free-for-all, team deathmatch, or control with friends. Everything else is honestly just fatiguing to me, and you can call me bad if you want, but I played through Advanced Warfare and Black Ops 3 and Infinite Warfare's life cycles, and I'm just kinda sick of it. During Call of Duty World War II's life cycle, people misunderstood me when I said I liked Gustav Cannon. I don't think Gustav Cannon is a good map. I think it's a breath of fresh air. If you played 3 matches or 4 matches of COD World War II, you could play a match of the War Game mode, you could get put on Gustav Cannon, then you could get put on Pointe du Hoc, and then Sainte Marie du Mont, and all of those maps play differently. I like Gustav Cannon because it was a breath of fresh air. It was more campy, long range, height advantage play, which was a nice break from the more symmetrical, head-on-head gunfight action of the previous games, which was constant. I don't like a lot of the maps in Call of Duty 4, except for nostalgic reasons. I don't think they play well with the game. I've talked about that in previous videos. The thing is that I liked Modern Warfare Remastered because it was different than those previous advanced movement Call of Duty games, which really started to get on my nerves the more I played them. Not because they're bad, not because they're shit, nor anything like that. It's just fatiguing to play a game that is constantly set at 1, maybe 2 speeds. And Black Ops 4 is either moderately fast, fast, or very fast. It's like 3 speeds. It is very rare to get into a more slow-paced match of Black Ops 4, meaning when I go to sit down and play Black Ops 4, I'm not going to get a wide variety of experiences. I'm going to get one experience constantly, and all the things I mentioned earlier stacks with that situation to create a game that's kind of annoying and kind of fatiguing to play for long hours. Unless I'm gonna play with a group of friends, or I'm gonna live stream it for you guys, it's just hard to play it. My classes aren't customized around different playstyles because the game doesn't cater to a wide variety of playstyles. My classes are all about countering shitty pieces of no-risk, high-reward equipment that will end my streaks and pin me in my spawn and make me miserable. And I'm actually gonna say this before some of you guys do. You need to get good if you're gonna play this game. This game is not fun unless you're doing well. This game is yeet or get yeeted on. It doesn't have a wide variety of experiences. It is about crushing or being crushed, and that is fatiguing, but yet rewarding for the people that like that type of game. I don't hate that type of game, I'm just getting a little tired of it. I like something more Call of Duty Ghosts, Black Ops 1, or Modern Warfare 2 styled. And if you're gonna complain about campers, I'm gonna complain about constantly being rushed and gravity slammed and purified and pinned to the wall by a sniper rifle that fires 3 shots at once. All of that nonsense. Anyway, after about 12 minutes, you guys now know what I think about Black Ops 4 currently, and this is subject to change, of course, and I still like the game. It's fun to play. Like, it's like junk food to me. It's not good for me. It's not high quality, but I enjoy consuming it. And maybe that makes me a sucker, but maybe not if I understand like the limits of my enjoyment of the game and I know how I have to play it to enjoy it. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you when I see you guys. Goodbye.
Yeah. Falling into love hurts just as much as falling out of it, but I'll scrape my knees and scar my shins. I hope you never doubted that I'm down for you. Wanna hit the town, make it loud, be a clown for you, or maybe we could be a Romeo and Juliet, except without the age difference, and we can forget the death. Cause this is love at first sight, there's no doubt in my mind. And darling, forget about the time, cause you're mine, and I'll spend every second chilling with you. Like this, that vintage Nickelodeon innocence love. Innocence the type of if we fight, let's chill and make up. You're one in a million pay stubs, but to me you're like a lottery. There's a lot of fish in the sea, but you're a catch that's so startling. Baby, I know that there's a lot to do, it's awful too. And in your past there's a lot to chew. I'll buckle up, like your burden's a weight to carry, but it lessens at a steady rate. And I'll be by your side like your phone pocketed on second dates. Honestly, I just want some acknowledgement for confidence and compliments, but maybe I'm not hitting the dot, but I'm still taking my shot. I'ma practice and go again, and you can show me around, and you can even woo your friends. Like I know that they'll be talking with their dissonant whispers, but shiver me timbers if they can rock the relationship. Do you know who you playing with? I'm feeling like Midas, but you was gold to begin with. I didn't help in the slightest day.
My day needed.
Of course he's gonna hang around for more. It's sort of like a drug. It's addicting.
And ooh, girl, I'm addicted to you. You're my dopamine and joy.